Save up to $750 on select LG appliances at Lowe's. And get a $300 instant rebate when you buy 3 or more eligible kitchen appliances and floor care items. Shop deals on top items like the stainless steel kitchen suite. Plus, get free delivery when you spend $396 or more. And free installation on items $599 or more. Bring home LG appliances for less at Lowe's today. Backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Exclusions apply. Exact products from qualifying retailers only. See Lowe's.com for details. Offer ends 3/1.
Coming to you live from the It's Funny Studios, I'm Doug.
I'm Greg.
And this is Mike.
And this is the It's Funny That Makes It Okay podcast. Hey, everybody. Welcome back, or welcome. Thanks for tuning in. We have a full complement today. Mike is back from assignment.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
reunited, and it feels so good. It's nice to have Mike back.
Well, I got to tell you guys what my carpal tunnel has developed from writing all of those Valentine's cards. It was crazy.
Personally handing them out.
I thought Courtney would write those for you.
No, I sucked it up and I did it this year. I was a big boy.
Or she's a musician.
You were a man. You did your job.
Yes.
You could have sent her out and done singing Valentine's cards.
There you go.
Is that like the equivalent of like musical birthday cards?
Yeah,
Singing
kinda.
telegram.
Yeah.
Courtney could have done that for you. She probably wouldn't have charged you that much.
Yeah. Well,
Hopefully I get a discount in there, maybe.
it is good to be back. Greg and I couldn't remember last week. Every time we do something, like, did we talk about this already? I don't know. Did we do this? I can't remember.
I don't know. The demented reality.
We could not get over demented
reality.
reality and diminished reality for some reason. We were in a demented
I
reality.
was going to say, to call reality demented is not wrong.
No, it's probably accurate. But
All right. Well, let's just get this show started. Got a couple things off the top here. I think, Greg, you got a couple.
Yeah,
I got one or
little
two
thing.
little
Yeah.
things. Mike has one thing. We're going to do a Would You Rather and then just kind of a question. We're going to talk about some commercials, and I got a TV show we're going to talk about. And then my wife actually shared a article written by a Harvard-trained psychologist on some nuanced or subtle keywords or phrases that could tell you your relationship is in trouble. Now, this is a professional. I
wouldn't trust it if it wasn't Harvard generated.
And we just had Valentine's Day, so that was all about love. Now let's see if it's going to last. It may be in a rocky spot. We don't know. So we got 8. We'll give them to you, and if you catch any of these little subtle, nuanced phrases, keywords, your spouse, significant other saying, it may mean.
Or if you're saying them.
If you're saying them, it may mean your relationship's in trouble. But you're really going to have to pay attention.
Yeah, I'm glad we had the expert here because these are kind of tough to decipher.
They are. So, look, Mike, jump right in. Let's see what you got.
Well, real quick here, we talk about some drive-through experiences that we have on the show.
No.
So,
What?
Greg finally got to do it. Yay!
yeah. So, we were at the Chick-fil-A drive-thru a couple days ago. And
Getting fantastic service as usual, I'm sure.
it was. We were in and out. But one thing that they've started to do now, it wasn't enough that they, upgraded it to the awning and they, I think, widened the lane a little bit.
Wash and wax your car.
Now they've got a runner out there, taking the food to your car as you're waiting at the pickup window. So they have you pull up even further.
I'm like, what's the point of the pickup window then if they got somebody running out to my car?
Yeah, they send you past the pickup window, so you're right at the very end of the drive-thru.
I picture a guy in a track outfit, and as you drive by, if you go too fast, he just starts running after your car.
That's what he's kind of doing. He's kind of directing. He's like, I need you to go up there. I need you to go over there. You go up there. And
I picture him dressed like the Greek god Mercury. He's got little wings on his tennis shoes.
Yeah. He's running around. So the window sets the food out in baskets, and he takes the food from the basket to your car.
Wow. Well, I kind of talked about that last.
Well, I know, but what is the point of that? I don't get. Why can't I just pull up there and you just hand me the food?
No.
I think what they were trying to do is maximize the space in their drive-thru by sending you up further past the window. So
if the guy further, if he has 4 sandwiches, he pulls up there. I've got one and a drink. Now, I'm at the window. They hand me mine. I can't go till this guy is going. So what?
Right.
I ran into that issue too.
I think that's what's happening.
I think this is going to cause
more
more problems. Sometimes you can get too cute by half here. We can try to do too much stuff and it will gum up the works. You're trying to be too efficient. It's like it was working pretty well.
I'm just saying, I think that's what was happening. I don't know if that's.
Did he run your food to you?
He did. I mean, and when you say run, I mean he literally like ran. I mean this guy was running up and down, and he didn't have much space to work with either because he's in between the building and the cars.
I can see him at the interview process. So do you have any track and field experience?
I think that's a requirement for this.
Hurdles, pole vault.
Yeah.
Good. You're going to need those.
Yeah, he's weaving around, running. It's just like, man, they don't stop at the Chick-fil-A with the drive-thru. There's no cones at the Chick-fil-A drive-thru.
There's no cones.
You got to give them
pallet jacks or
no. You got people running around, like literally running around, bringing you your food. So it was different.
Their employees are earning their pay.
That's very much true. So I thought that was interesting. They just
It is
don't
interesting.
stop.
Yeah, they just they keep, like Doug said, though, you can get over carried away.
Well, I think they're
going
to compensate for that. There's going to be a second guy out there next time. They're gonna fling the food out the window as fast as possible.
Well, the guys is fine. I said, but if the food's not ready, there's only so much that him running around is going to help.
You'll just drive by. It'll be like a wide receiver. You'll be driving by, and they'll just fling it to you, and you just catch it as you're driving
like
by.
the road runners.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just blurs going past my window.
yeah. You'll just hear a
A whoosh.
yeah something. Yeah, the cloud.
What was that? That was my food.
Chick-fil-A guy.
Yeah. So I don't know. They just continue to contrast.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes for them. But
Cautiously optimistic.
I had no complaints with it.
The Pekin McDonald's was back to 3 cones across their drive-thru this weekend.
They have employees come out and do a sit-in. They just sit in the drive. You can't go through. We're out of cones. Go sit in front of the drive-thru. All right.
Oh, man.
Sitting there on their phone, not paying any attention. Won't answer you. Excuse me. Got their earbuds in.
Yeah.
All right.
I ordered in the app.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, that's
That's crazy. Well, real quick, I've got something. This isn't even anything that happened to us particularly. It's someone where Lori works at the local library, and their mailman came in was saying they ordered carry out at Buffalo Wild Wings last week.
I like B-dubs.
Yeah, we like
I've
B-dubs.
gotten carry out there before. It's been a long time, but I have gotten it.
Food's usually good. I like it. But they went to pick up their carry out, and they were charged an extra 99-cent service charge to pick up their own food.
See, that's garbage. That's for what? What is the 99 cents for? What am I paying for that?
I don't know.
To pick up their food?
Yeah. So, like, there was like a carry-out charge.
Isn't that the point of picking up your own food?
Well,
so you
I
don't
thought
have to
it
pay
was.
for delivery.
I thought it was. I bet Chick-fil-A's not charging you 99 cents for that dude to run to your car.
No, it's his pleasure to run to my car.
He even says it, doesn't he?
Yes.
But yeah, 99 cents.
That is ridiculous.
Service charge to pick up your own food.
Yep. I got charged. We went to Culver's tonight. I got charged for my barbecue. I asked for 2 barbecue sauces, and I looked after I paid. They didn't tell me. I looked, though. 50 cents, 25 cents. But that, I don't like it, but at least I'm getting something for the 50 cents.
The Buffalo Wild Wings,
am I paying for 99 cents?
The cashier to ring your food.
They'd have to ring it if I sat there.
Yeah. The pleasure to eat your own food that you already paid for?
No, there's not. I don't think there's a service charge to sit inside. Where you're using their resources, heat, air conditioning, lighting, but you're going to grab it and go.
TVs.
Yeah, we're going to charge you an extra $1.
I would have had to ask to talk to the manager. I'm like, no, I'm not paying this. I'm not paying this 99 cents.
I just find they're doing stuff like this more and more. Just finding little ways.
And if he says you have to, I'd say, you know what, then just give me all my money back and you can keep this. I'm out.
And we've already talked, I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast, but how AMC is doing their tiered pricing.
No, we did not.
What do you think about that? They're charging different prices for where your seats are in the theater.
Better seats are going to cost more than...
And it's like, I heard it was like middle front row, like $1. It's $1 more.
Okay.
Than if you're in the front row. You're going to get charged, I don't know. Is it less if it's in the front row?
I think so.
A little bit. But it starts at $1. Before long, it's going to be $5.
I mean, ticket prices anyway. Or you go into a movie theater, yeah, you got to take out a loan basically to go to the theater.
Yeah.
So
that's the concession stand.
Yeah. Well, even ticket prices though, in and of themselves are expensive.
They've been going up. Yeah. So what do you think about that? I mean, we have it for other events and venues and.
I don't like it.
It's a movie.
I don't like it, but I understand. I mean, you pay more if you fly. You pay more for first class, the better seats. I think the businesses can do this, and I think it's fine.
Yeah,
I don't like it, so it may keep me from. But I don't go to the movies a lot anymore.
Yeah,
so we used to.
I think what this would do to me.
I think this is such a small thing. Like it's a movie. You're all getting the same experience. No matter
so how
what.
are they going to? Do we have assigned seats then? So I buy it, I go in, and I have an assigned.
I would
seat.
assume.
How are they going to know where I'm sitting?
Yeah.
What if I buy one for up front? And
well,
then
I know
go,
in larger cities it's usually assigned, and they're usually a lot more expensive.
Well, yeah.
Our local theaters really are paltry compared to some of the bigger cities' theaters prices. Because I don't want to do that. I don't want to pay for this and then somebody's got my seat.
The thing is, it's not like a flight or a concert where at a concert you want to be up closer to kind of have a better experience than you would at the very back,
right,
or the nosebleeds or whatever. And on a flight, you want to be more comfortable, so you're paying to have a nicer experience. But in the end, for a movie, you want to have the same experience regardless of where you're sitting.
Because really, unless you're jammed in the first row or two.
I mean, you don't want to be, See,
I like the seat on the second tier, that first set of seats where you got the bar in front of you so nobody...
Right.
Yeah.
I guess what I'm trying to say is the movie itself is going to be the same no matter where you're sitting. Now, you might get next to some kid who's on his phone the whole movie or something like that.
Well, I guess a concert would be that way, too. You're going to experience it the same.
Why don't they do that? I think they should charge people that bring little bitty kids to the movies more. That ruins my experience.
Yeah.
Well, what if you're a real big guy?
Yeah.
You have to pay 2 seats? Sometimes you get somebody real big, they come in. Now, I don't have an armrest.
Kind of like the Weird Al concert.
Yeah, I'm squished over to one side now because this guy's spilling over into my seat.
Yeah, that happened to me at the Weird Al concert a couple weeks ago.
Did.
I only got to use half my seat.
I was almost sitting on the 14-year-old girl's lap because I was trying to push over because Greg was laying into my seat. So she's like, "Who's this weirdo?" I got maced.
I couldn't sit up straight.
There were a lot of large people, but these were really large people. There was a lot of large people. At that
we're not
concert.
being mean. We're not exaggerating or being mean. That was a large.
Well, I be being mean, but they were large.
It was a large
no
family.
All of them were very large.
Wouldn't you say they were all over 300?
Oh, easy. Yeah.
I mean,
they were big.
And of course, I'm next to that, and I'm leaning on the one armrest,
and got his head on my shoulder. I'm like, what is wrong with Greg? I look, he's like, oh, that's it. He's spilling all over.
This Weird Al concert's very romantic.
I told him, I said, I really wish you'd have brought your wife to this. This is uncomfortable for me.
I don't know.
It was very, very odd.
So I don't know how I feel about the theater thing. I mean, I don't like it.
I don't like it, but I feel if they want to do that, go ahead, do it.
Yeah.
Well, what I was going to say is, I think, hopefully we get more and more back into going to movies, maybe. I haven't been to that many lately, but I think it would make it where a really good movie, I'd probably still go. But one that I'm on the fence about, I'd probably say, nah, I'm not going to, pay the service fee to go to the stupid movie. Especially because they've got it on streaming at the same time.
And I didn't hear is this everywhere? Or are they just trying it out? Is this really? Is it a go?
It was AMC. I don't know.
I heard them say it was AMC, but I didn't know if this was like, yeah, we're definitely doing it, or we're going to try it and see how it goes. Or
now
what?
in the theater, because we have been to some theaters that have those big cushy recliners, and they're heated.
Yeah.
If I'm paying $1 or $1.50 more for a seat like that, oh yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
but
but not in the regular.
They go 2 rows up. It's like, come on, stop nickel and diming me for every little thing.
They do that for concerts, though. It's like the Civic Center Theater. You can be in row Y and it's $49, $59, no, $99 because you're closer to the stage. The next row, which has the same experience, is like, I'm going the wrong way. So closer to the stage, you're at $149, let's say. One row back and you're 99. And it's like,
Yeah.
why are these weird splits? Just make the whole floor the same.
Well, we didn't go see Styx this time when they came in because I was looking and the prices were just like,
Which we really wanted to go.
I'm not paying that. Not paying. Not Greg and I together. This is starting to sound like
With our
we went
wives.
to the Weird Al, and we were taking our wives.
We're
too.
really good getting into the concert
Yes,
scene.
we are. Greg puts me up on his shoulders.
I did buy you that T-shirt, though.
You did give me the T-shirt. Oh my gosh! So yeah, I don't know. I didn't.
I didn't really mean to go off on that tangent, but
I was just looking it
We
up.
got
and
to call it out when you see it.
that's right.
We have to address it.
Maybe McDonald's should do that. Offer levels of service. So for an extra
They're going to
buck,
pay me. They can't do anything extra. How about just basic service? Let's provide that first. Let's start with basic service.
well, that's what I'm saying. If you're willing to cough up another buck, you might get a next level of service. Maybe instead of getting the guy with the I don't know, that won't give you the time of day, you'll get a clerk that actually will respond.
I'm more interested in getting my food correct. I really don't care what your attitude is.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like you having a bad attitude,
Well,
but
they'll
can I
run
have
your,
the bad
for the
attitude
extra
with the
$1,
first?
they'll run your food to the next checker to check to check it out.
You get a
only be half
Quality
wrong.
control.
Yeah, 'cause you'll get a 15% chance that your food will actually come back.
Right.
Right.
And if you want to go for $1.50, it increases even more.
25% chance your food will be right.
Yeah, I don't know.
And meanwhile, the Chick-fil-A guy will be running to your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I got. See, and I even circled that back around to Mike's.
You did circle it back around. All right. Well,
What do
I
you
got
think about the balloons we're shooting down?
Do you want to get into that?
No,
I think they're aliens. They said
space aliens,
aliens are
critters. They're critters.
that's what I said. You said. Oh, better get ready for your probing. Here it comes. And they're not going
I
to be
don't know
happy
how
if we've been shooting them down. It's an aggressive probing.
I don't know how they're getting those balloons to the atmosphere
I don't either.
without burning up.
And I don't know why the first balloon, it took us 7 days to shoot down. Now we're just shooting them down. We don't even know what's going on. If it's up there, we don't know what it is. Shoot it down.
I bet they're using.
Should we investigate? Shoot it. Okay.
I bet they're using an AR on that. All right. No, we won't get into that.
Well, good. I'm glad we didn't talk about that because I didn't want to really talk about that.
See, this is what's bad when I don't have good notes. Things that pop in my head just.
All right. Well, I got a couple things here. First, I went by a local business, and I sent you guys the picture. I don't know if you got them, but yet of this one. But they're hiring here in between Morton and Washington, or Morton and East Peoria. And all it says on the sign, it says now hiring, require inside. Require inside.
Instead of inquire,
Not inquire. Require.
They require you to come inside.
Or they require. Listen, we've been burned the last 2 times when we hired somebody without an inside. That's not happening again. Just require inside. So you need the spell check person.
Yes, you do.
Now, granted, for this job, you probably don't need to know how to spell. Although you probably, you're taking orders for food. So I'm hoping.
This may be one of those jobs you're required to bend and push and
Finger
lift.
and poke. We don't know.
Well, we haven't had one that requires inside before. So
No.
that is a new one.
But I saw that. I had to take a picture of it. Require inside.
Require.
So I thought that was pretty good.
Outside is optional, but yeah,
Yes.
you've got to have that inside.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna
We used
call
to
him.
let it slide with the inside, and we've had terrible service.
I'm going to call them up and say, hey, I'm requiring about that job you got.
I don't have an inside. Is that all? I mean, I could get one if I need it for the job.
It's outside. My inside is outside.
Yes, my inside is outside. Okay. Do you guys, have you ever heard of the app, the Cameo?
Yes.
And you're familiar with it where you can
Yes, I leave many voicemails for people.
Yes. Like you could pay for us to call and berate somebody. No. Which basically you can
Hi,
get
this is McDonald's calling.
a celebrity of some kind, musician, comedian, actor, whatever.
Yep.
And there's different prices, and you can pay, and they'll call and say happy birthday. Or
Why is there different prices? Is it tiered pricing based on? No, I'm sorry, go ahead.
It is based on how popular the person is. Well, we had somebody was asking, like we were talking about Dr. Phil, or they were. Because they said that
Phil.
Their mother didn't go to the hospital. They found out she had chest pains, didn't go to the hospital, and then ended up going to the hospital like after she'd had chest pain for like 5 days because she saw Dr. Phil on TV and said, if you're having chest pains, you should go to the hospital immediately. So then they decided. So we said, if they had Cameo, you could just tell Dr. Phil all the stuff that you want your mother or father to do. Like for your mom, Greg, we could have gotten Steve Harvey. He could have called up.
Sadly, at the end, Steve Harvey was telling her stuff.
Yeah, but you can find somebody. So I went on Cameo and I was looking just for fun. I thought, let's see if. So I typed in Dr. Phil. He was not there. He's not on Cameo. But Punxsutawney Phil is on Cameo. I'm like, what?
What's he sound like?
That's what I want.
I'm seeing my shadow.
I don't know. It's like you get a phone call. Like, hello. Like what is this? Or is it a video call? It's only $1, so we could do that. We could send that out to somebody.
Punxsutawney Phil.
Yeah, we can give a Cameo shout out to Punxsutawney Phil.
Is he in the bargain basement of these cameos?
It says message for $1, and it said other people you may be interested. It was like dogs and cats. I'm like, maybe we can get my dog or your dog on there.
Oh my god!
Whole second job. I might be able to quit my job. People love animals.
How will I know I'm getting the actual animal?
Well,
if I request Punxsutawney,
it's official.
I want Punxsutawney Phil. I don't want the Glen Oak Zoo groundhog
Bob.
calling me.
Yeah. Bartonville Bob.
Yeah.
He's missing one of his teeth.
Yeah. He's got a smoker's talk.
Yeah.
Hey.
Is it going to be winning it? Don't know. Like, this is terrible. Who is this? This isn't Punxsutawney.
I got the doofus groundhog.
Oh. And then the last thing I had, my wife sent me this. She's in a bunch of different groups on Facebook and stuff, and she gets emails from, I think, ADHD or something. I don't know what it is, but they send funny things.
Does she get an email that says, like, squirrel?
Yeah. They say it says funny things, like they send funny things. I don't know if that's where this was from, but she took a screenshot and said one person said, "Imagine the Olympics." Now this I'm not a big fan of the Olympics. I don't really watch.
I do
them.
usually watch some of it at least.
It's kind of boring, I think, and it's just my opinion. I would be all over this though. Said, imagine the Olympics, but instead of it being world class athletes, it's just random people who get selected. And you get a letter, and they just grab you, and you have to go perform whatever. It's like the wheel, they spin it. All right, Greg Daniel is our contestant, and he's got to do the luge. What?
That was remember that Seinfeld bit, the involuntary luge.
Yeah. Oh, Mike Gennard, it's pole vaulting. It's like I don't know how to do it. I would watch just regular.
I hope
people.
they don't put me in water polo. I'm drowning.
Or the high dive.
Yeah.
Well, you can do the high dive. You just can't climb up.
I'll do the triple Indy.
The triple Indy. But I thought that was pretty good. I was like, yeah, I definitely would watch
That would be fun.
the Olympics if we just randomly grab somebody and they spin the wheel, whatever comes up, that's your
That would almost be true for any sport. You could do that'd be fun. Just recruiting people for different sports.
Depends on the other. Like if it's football, I don't want to be the only non-athlete out there. I'm going to get destroyed.
Well, you might get lucky and they'll pick,
I probably am not getting lucky. So that was the last thing I had.
That's good.
Do you have anything else, or are we ready to roll?
We're ready to rock and roll.
All right, well, let's move on to our questions. So I have a would you rather.
Yep.
Would you rather always have your food messed up? And I mean really bad. I don't mean like, they left off the onions or they put mustard and you didn't. I mean like you ordered a hamburger and you get liver and onions and you have to eat whatever it is. Always really horribly messed up.
Okay.
Or Always have the toilet paper tear off in 2-inch squares your entire life from now on.
I feel like that happens anyways.
That is why I was at a place and I was using the bathroom, and when the toilet, it tore off. It was like I was not even usable. I'm like, this is terrible. And I thought, imagine if this was your every day. This was the only way you could get. So that's it. Your meals, you're always going to have the incorrect meal of stuff. I mean, it's going to be awful, like horrible, messed up.
Now, when you're talking about horrible messed up, are you talking about it's always going to be messed up with like food I don't want?
Like the wrong food.
It could be. It could be, putting gravy over, your pancake, or it could be all kind really, really bad.
Okay.
And every meal. I'm not talking just like, once a week or only when I go out. No.
I mean, but food I like might be in the mix-up.
It could be.
Could be. I guess that's what I was asking.
It may not be, though. It's Russian roulette with the food.
Okay.
Or you're dealing with the toilet paper. That's always you're tearing it. So you're gonna have to be tearing it to get a big wad of it to ever get, and then it's little pieces.
I'm purchasing a bidet.
Nope, you got to stick with
the water. The water comes out a little squirt.
It's like a mist.
It's a little squirt gun in there.
That would be bad.
That would be bad.
All right, you have any thoughts?
I think I've got mine.
I think I've got mine too.
Who wants to go first?
Go ahead.
All right. I'm going with the toilet paper. I don't want my food screwed up every time. I do not want liver when I order pizza. Don't want it. I can deal with the sitting there on the stool tearing my little sheets off.
What if you order a Big Mac and you get like the Grande Taco Bell meal? And now you're going to have to deal with that 2 hours later with little 2-inch pieces of toilet paper.
Well, no, because my food's going to be correct.
Yes.
So my Big Mac will be a Big Mac.
True.
I won't be ordering burritos.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot. You're not going to have the wrong food.
No flaming hot,
No, nothing.
I
Just drinking a lot.
I have a lot of patience, so I can be patient, sit there and tear the.
What if we added a new wrinkle in there that you couldn't wad the 2-inch squares?
Okay.
Well, you can't go changing the rules after I've picked.
Well,
That makes it worse.
well, wait. What? Why wouldn't his scenario work? Where if he ordered a Big Mac, why couldn't he get the Taco Bell meal? That's what I was under the impression.
Because I picked the toilet paper,
He picked
so
the
my
toilet
meals will be
paper.
fine.
His meals are going to be
Oh,
fine.
No, he did say
okay,
Big
okay.
Mac, so the odds of that's going to be screwed up, but
But probably not Taco Bell.
I got you.
not yet, anyways. But
Yeah,
okay.
we can do that. We
All
can say
right.
the toilet paper, you can't wad
My
it
little
up.
flat sheets out.
2 inches. That's an awful big hand you were pushing out there. It's more like,
Well, I have small hands.
still, not that small. Woo, man, this is a tough one for me. It really is.
Yeah,
I'm struggling.
I'm sticking with my paper. I know I'm going to be in the bathroom a long time, some of that time,
Forever.
and it's going to be frustrating.
When that happens to you, that is one of, it's maddening. I just want to rip that toilet paper.
Yeah, and there's
holder
nothing you can do about
off
it
the-
either.
No.
Or
Come on.
it won't tear straight. It's like one half will tear off. It's like, what?
And I don't get why it's doing it. You're like, you look up, it's like, well, nothing's holding it. Why doesn't it?
And
And
toilet paper
I'll
is-
spin it when the toilet paper, it won't come all the way off. I'll just spin the toilet paper so it's up in there. And the
I'll
toilet paper
just-
roll spins. I'll grab it. Like, what?
And it's probably like less than one ply anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It falls apart in your hand.
I'll just stop going to the bathroom.
You can do, I just willed it. I will myself not to go.
I am not pooping any longer.
Man, that is some control. I don't think I can do that. I can try, but I don't think I can control it that well.
I don't think so either.
I think
dealing
even-
with it.
I think even with the caveat that you can't wad, I think I'd still take the same route that Greg did. Because you might get lucky every once in a while with your food, but I mean, in the vast majority of time, you're going to not get what you want.
It's going to be wrong. It's going to be horrible. All meals.
Yeah. And I think the disappointment of that will outweigh, because at least you can have a nice meal after your terrible bathroom experiences. You'll have something to look forward to that you can control.
Plan your times for bathrooms so when you know you got some time to spend. And
Chunk out 2 hours over here for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's close, but I think that's what I'm going to do too.
Yeah.
I had already said food. Mine was more for the reason, because that's more public. I mean, we go out to eat. I have to deal with this if we would go to dinner or you go out with your wife, and it's like, I just want to eat. The bathroom, that's me. I just got to deal with it. I got to deal with this. It's not going to be fun. Maybe I'll go in early before I have to go, and I'll pull out, a bunch of them out there, laid out. I won't want them. I'll set them out there, so I just pull each one out there and then use it. But it's not going to be fun. Yeah. It's going to be brutal.
Doug will get his food. He'll be, this is all wrong. They'll say, okay, and they'll take it back and bring out the other wrong. And he'll just keep getting a pyramid of wrong things.
No, I said I'm going with my food being correct.
Oh, you're going with the food being
food's correct.
Okay.
Toilet paper.
So we're unanimous then.
Yeah. I wanted to go the other way, but with it being, if it would just be at home and stuff, I thought, well, I could probably deal with that. But man, you go out, and like you said, all the time, it's always wrong. It's always wrong.
I think I can deal with my underwear being dirty.
Look, no one wants dirty underwear.
That's right.
You can deal with the dirty.
You might have to commando it at some point. That's it.
You may have to.
That's what happened. There was an issue. There was an issue.
That sheets would not come out fast enough.
No, they would not. I'm just. We're just done. We're done with the underwear. So.
Yep.
I have a 2-inch square to spare.
No. All right. So that was our would you rather. This next question, my wife actually sent this to me as well, and this got us into some discussion. So I'm going to throw this out there. How much money can you spend at one time? So you just walk in, you spend this money at one time without first getting the okay from your spouse. Now, we all talk to our spouses, except for Greg.
Yeah, I forgot to.
Did you? And you talked to, I talked to my wife. Do you want to go first? You want me to go first?
I can go first.
All right.
I feel like we might be a little bit different though, because we're pretty much always saying if I go to Bass Pro, for example, and I want to pick up some tackle or something, I'll be like, hey, I'm going to go run over to Bass Pro. My wife will be like, hey, I'm going to go run to Target or something. So we're kind of already aware anyway if one of us is going to be doing some shopping. But I think we found our limit is kind of like $50, maybe give or take 10 or so. But that's kind of, I think, where we settled in with our limit. Yeah. Anything above that, it's like, hey, can I go ahead and do this, or should we wait, or no go, that type of thing. I don't know if that's an average number. I don't know where that'll fall within our discussion, but that's kind of ours.
All right. Well, I'll tell you, we had this discussion with our small group, and so we just brought it up, and so I said, we asked everybody's telling their different things they do, and I said, well, I said, I'm just pulling a number out of my head. I don't know. And not that you're asking permission or okay, but at least to let the other person know, it's like, hey, I'm going to buy this, or hey, I'm thinking about doing this. So I'm not saying like you have to go get Courtney. Hey, Courtney, I want to buy this. Is it okay? Or she has to come to you and say, Mike, can I please buy this? I was more thinking like at least give them or discuss it. Like, hey, I want to buy this. Kind of like what you were saying. So for me, the number, I said $50. I said, $50. I said, if I spent more than that, I would probably say, hey, I went to Walmart, spent this much money, got this.
Misha was stuffing receipts back in her purse.
So everybody else kept talking, and she never said nothing. So I looked, I said, what's your number? She goes, none. I don't have a number. I'm like, what do you mean none? She goes, I just spent, she spends whatever. I'm limiting myself to $50.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know. I said, well, there's got to be a number, 100. No. I said, you wouldn't let me know about $100? I said, 200. She goes, if you have to buy clothes, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm just voluntarily telling you I'm going to spend $50. And she's just like, no, I just let that debit card wing around. And now I know why when I ask her, she comes back from Target or Kohl's or whatever, like, hey, how much you spend? I don't know. I was like, I don't want the exact amount. I don't know. I said, you can't tell me? Is it more than 20? No. Is it less than 500? I don't know. I'm like, how do you not know? A guesstimate. Say $70. Like, what? I said, I'm not going to hold you to it. I just am curious so I can I'm always thinking about our budget, what we got. It's like, no, I don't know.
We had, like one of the caveats is one of my wife's, she has a couple jobs and one of her part-times is as a barista. Mm-hmm. So she'll make some tips. And that tip money.
Well, see, in that case, where you make your wife work 2 jobs, she can have one for her spending money. Yeah, that's good.
Right. That's exactly how it works. So,
see, we need to talk to my wife when we're done here. I'm going to say, Mike said you need a second job.
Whoa, hold on.
So you can have some spending money. That's what he makes Courtney do, and I think that's a great idea. See, I've been married a long time, but sometimes I can learn from the young married couples.
I'll let you
this is smart.
I'll let you make your wife do that. I can only make one wife do it. So.
I can't make my wife do anything. I talk tough and big here on the show. I have zero power, none.
Well, I just recorded Mike saying I can make her do one.
Perfect. We'll just play it back.
Yeah.
Courtney, I can make her do anything. See? Mike said it right there.
Well, and then you two both also just said it, but to each their own.
That's right.
But yeah, with that, I mean, she'll just do whatever she wants. That's hers. She does not let me know anything when she wants to spend that, which is A-okay with me, because that is completely her money. She earned it, so she spends it however she wants.
That was another thing. I'm glad you brought that up, because I thought about that. And
zero input on that at all.
So do you have her money and your money, or is it all?
Oh no, if she's not using her tip money, and usually she'll spend it on stuff like she's been saving up for. She's like, oh, I think it'd be nice. I'd want like a new pair of headphones for myself or something.
Yeah.
Then she would dip in her tip money. But
see, we don't have your money and her money. We just have our money. It all goes into the
right. That's what we do too. Okay. But her tip money is like her. That's just completely hers.
Separate.
Yeah. I'm not saying that's right or wrong. If you did have it that way, I know people that have separate accounts.
But
personally, we do not. I never wanted to do that. I just wanted no, this is just our money.
That's how ours is too.
And like when we try to do our budget, like I'll do the grocery shopping, and I mean we've got our budget for groceries, and I mean I'll do my best to meet that. But if I got to go over, then that's when I'll have to come back and say, sorry, I missed it by $20 or something this week. You know,
she goes through it and says, "You don't need this gum. You don't need."
What is all this spearmint?
That's right.
What is this?
It was on sale. Put it back.
So yeah, and but 50 I think was that was. See, I did too.
So you, me, and Courtney are all on the same page.
We just never buy anything.
We don't buy. I mean, I hardly ever buy anything either.
We really don't buy that much, but I would say just as an unwritten rule, it seems like we do between 50 and 100. I mean, you know, if she, like the other night, she bought a bunch of stuff off Kohl's. I knew she was getting a lot of items, but she was using clearance and stuff. I had no idea what the total came to, but I knew it would wind up between 50 and 100, and it did. I mean, that's kind of seems to be where we land. Is at that. I mean, if I was going to get a bigger purchase, I definitely would say, hey, we'd need to talk about, we're going to spend this money or whatever.
Yeah, like we just bought a TV, and I use part of what I used was for where we work at Christmas time. We get a Walmart gift card.
That's your money.
Yeah, a lot of times it just goes to spend like whatever we need
groceries.
But this time we were like, I'd like a new TV. So I went out and we put that towards the new
mine
TV.
Yet.
Yeah, we spent mine. So that one I was telling her, I was like, when I was trying to tell her, I was like, well, I was thinking about this one or that. She goes, well, get whatever one you want. I said, well, this one's cheaper. She goes, well, get whatever one you want. I'm like, okay.
But okay, this 85-inch.
Well, and maybe she's doing that to justify her spending her money. Yeah. See?
Get the one that'll cover the wall in the living room.
Interesting. But I don't know. So, $50 is where I came down on.
Yeah, that seems to be pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, she would not. She would not commit. I could never get it. She's like, nope. I just spend. Like, okay.
I haven't told Lori about the vet I've got in the garage. But I got it covered so she can't tell what it is.
Show vet?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So, anything else?
Nope, not on that.
All right. So this we'll move on. I saw some commercials. This isn't all commercials, but it's commercials and products that I've seen, and I'll get you guys' takes, and if you have anything else to throw it in there. But I noticed this. I've been noticing this over the last couple months. I told my wife, I said, just be watching and see. You know, they got the Cialis, Viagra commercials, and then they have, now it's more like hymns.
Yeah, I've seen those. I get those all the time on like, even Facebook.
Yeah. And they're for, ED.
Ed?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sexual problems, stuff like that.
Oh, maybe Ed.
But back 10 years ago when they came out, it was always older guys, and, they're usually out, in the
Throwing
garage.
a football.
Or in the garage doing woodworking or working on a car, something like that. It's those guys. They're out there. They're older guys. But these newer commercials, I told my wife, look, I said, I haven't seen one where the guy looks like he's over like 34 years old. Why are they going young? All in their 20 and 30 something. When did it go from the old guy needs a little boost in the bedroom to, hey, this 30-year-old, and they'll show him, and they'll have the commercial. He'll be sitting on the counter.
On the counter.
Well, his wife picked him up, put him up there. It was being romantic. Sitting on the side of the bed.
That's why he needs
got his hands on his head, kind of shaking his head, and his wife's kind of looking kind of disappointingly at him like, what? Is this a problem for young guys now, or I don't know. Why are they marketing?
I don't think I've noticed that, but
start looking. If you see these commercials, they come up there. They're all young. They're not old guys.
My bet is, even though I think the problem still probably stems more obviously with older guys. So, but you get that image of the younger guy. It's making you feel younger,
Could be.
Even if it's just mentally, they're making you associate with a younger guy by pushing
more
it.
Like if the younger guy's having the problem, then it's
then
not
maybe
maybe
it's or just seeing that it's a younger guy. You don't maybe I don't know. You just kind of mentally
just an older, distinguished looking guy like a doctor's coat talking to you, so it feels like it's an older doctor who knows what he's talking about. If you're having problems in the bedroom, then I prescribe this or whatever. I don't know. I just see them, and it's
side effects are severe headaches.
Yeah. Exactly.
Earaches, blurred vision.
Oh, jeez. But I don't know. I see a lot of these, and I was like, why is all of these commercials? It's some young dude. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I had. All right. Unless you guys have anything else you want to add. Mike's shaking his head feverishly.
Not to that. I got a couple things about commercials, but I mean, it's not related to that.
You want me to go on to the next one then? Or?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Well, the next one is a Capri Sun commercial that I have seen, and I'm going to try to get some screenshots of this. But it does not look like a Capri Sun commercial. It's got some guy that looks like Fabio.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to play some of the audio. I don't know if this will work or not.
Guys will be popping their Cialis and get after they watch that ad.
But now that your kids have tuned out
He's
this
ripping his shirt
romance,
open and running his
we can tell you what
hand
this
down
is
his
really
chest.
about. Capri Sun. Each glistening
Capri
pouch of
Sun.
deliciousness now has on average 40% less sugar. Leave the sugar to me. But still the great taste kids love. Delicious. So why tell them? Shh. Capri Sun. Your kids will never know.
And that's it. It looks like it's like the front cover of like a Harlequin romance novel. And he's got his shirt open, and he takes and bites the straw plastic and pulls it off. Then he takes the Capri Sun and he squirts it all over his chest and runs his hands down. I said, who is this for? Now they're trying to think, well, your kids aren't going to watch this now because, Capri Sun's really good for them, which I would argue probably not, but still. They got the Capri Sun commercial. This guy's, I was like, I don't want anything that you have there going in my mouth. This is gross. We don't need to make Capri Sun sexy, do we? What happened to the kids out skateboarding and they come in, Mom, I'm thirsty. Here's your Capri Sun.
Got the pouch. Pow.
Yeah. Or whatever. They're playing basketball and Mom comes out with orange slices and Capri Suns and gives them. I don't want to sexualize every single aspect of my life.
Yeah, everything is.
Well, so like the commercials I'm talking about. I think I alluded to one a couple weeks ago, the Jackson Hewitt one, where they say, "What the buck?"
What the
But
buck?
on the commercial, it sounds like an F.
It does.
I mean,
I tried to find that one for my wife. I can't find it anywhere to play.
Yeah, Lori and I were watching TV one night, and that commercial came on, and the guy, first thing he says, "What the buck?" And I looked at Lori, I said, "Did he just say what I thought he said?" She goes, "I think he did." And it sounds like an F. I mean, it's like, if they're putting a little B in there, I don't know, but it's
very subtle.
Yeah.
Because it does sound like he's dropping an F-bomb.
Well, and so then the other night I'm watching TV, and a commercial comes on. We're on CBS, and CBS goes through all these new shows they've got and stuff, and then they come back with the little CBS emblem, and they go, "It's about dang time," but they use the DAMN. It's about dang time. I mean, it's like, where's the FCC? Have they dropped off? Are they not watching these anymore?
As a kid, you never would have heard any cursing on a commercial
on the network
for the network commercial. That just wouldn't happen. I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, we don't. And maybe I'm just a prude or an old man. I probably.
Well, I am that, but I can own that.
Just dial it back some. That's all I'm asking for.
The thing is, with all this stuff, is these advertisers, they go for shock value now. But the problem is, it's hard to shock anymore.
Yeah.
Because when everything goes for shock value, there's no shock value.
I mean, the Capri Sun commercial looks like it could be the halftime show at the Super Bowl.
It does.
It's got his hands rubbing it way down his shirt and underneath of his belly button. I'm like, please stop. Don't go any lower. I don't want to see that pouch coming out. Let's just let that one go, please. Please don't do this.
It used to be that you'd kind of talk about and think ads are, good because of their humor or wit. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, that was kind of creative, or a jingle.
Yeah.
But now it's just, how can we get people to talk about us for whatever reason? Like we'll do something disgusting or something perverse or whatever.
Yep.
On the ad.
Unrelated, be sure to get our 60-minute podcasting calendars that will be coming out.
I'll be holding.
It has nothing to do with this.
I'm holding a Capri Sun.
Yeah.
And I did notice during the Super Bowl ads that the M&Ms are back.
Yes, I saw that. It was all a ploy.
Yeah. We saw that one coming.
Yeah.
Everybody saw that one coming. So, yeah. But yeah, the commercials, they're getting out of hand.
Did you have anything else? Because I have a couple
I think that was
it
it with the commercials.
Okay. And I sent you guys this picture, too. I'll put this one out here. My wife took pictures of this and showed me. She
spends a lot of time taking pictures for you.
She does. She saw this. It's on this news station, and it's called This Half Hour. And it's from 7:30 to 8.
I was hoping you were going to say 7:30 to 8, not 8:15.
No, 7:30 to 8. This half hour. Here's the description. I'm going to read it, just what it says. A full hour of news with unique stories and top headlines from across the country.
Wait, what?
This half hour is a full hour. We cram an hour's worth of news into 30 minutes.
They double time that.
Like,
Holy cow.
Yeah.
She rewound it like, what?
There's
this half hour.
There's
a full hour.
There's two news scrolls. There's one at the bottom, one at the top. Two anchors just talking over each other.
Exactly. Different stories, not to each other.
Yeah.
We got to get an hour in.
What are they saying?
A full hour of news with unique stories and headlines from
this
across the
half
country.
hour.
This half hour. Yeah. So the last thing I have, as far as this goes, is I was walking around and I saw the flavorings they're getting and stuff is just absolutely ridiculous. It's just, nothing can just be what it is. It can't just be, here's some chocolate. Now here we go. When we were kids, I know, I get the old man
I remember
alert.
when all we had was chocolate.
Ooh, got the old man alert. And we got it once a year. We liked it. We loved it. The rest of the year, we chewed on pine cones. And that was a special treat. No. But they have birthday cake flavored everything. I saw. They had, first there was this jelly it was like sprinkled, sparkle, cake flavored jelly. It was with the peanut butter and jelly. I'm like, what is this? Okay, so then that just set me on a tangent. But I went and I saw they had birthday cake flavored popcorn. birthday cake flavored jelly beans,
Nice.
birthday cake flavored Hershey Kisses, birthday cake flavored Kit Kats, birthday cake flavored Hershey bar.
What dictates that something is birthday cake flavored?
Rather than that was the question I have down here. What's the difference between birthday cake and just regular cake?
Yeah.
Birthday cake flavored ice cream, which seems to be
rainbow.
defeating its
It's got
purpose.
rainbow in it or something.
Don't you
Yeah.
put ice cream with your birthday cake? I want the ice cream to be ice cream, don't you?
They both are birthday cake.
They have birthday cake flavored fudge, and the last one I saw, and I'm sure there was way more online, but birthday cake flavored coffee, because when you get a cup of coffee, you really want that nice birthday cake flavor coming through.
I put some birthday flavored gas in my car the other day.
Was it your car's birthday?
Yeah, it was. It was like pink
Don't
and
light that
green and
Car's burnt up. What happened? I made a birthday cake.
oh, but the exhaust smells really nice.
I bet it does.
Like a bakery.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking, though, when birthday cake used to be like a special thing on your birthday, you got a birthday cake. We didn't have cake every day, at least at my house. It
No,
was
we didn't.
kinda- You got cake on a birthday. It was
Yes.
birthday. Oh, it's birthday cake. We have birthday cake and ice cream.
No,
Now
that was different than the everyday cake.
we didn't even have everyday cake either.
We didn't either.
But they put it in so much stuff. It's not even a special thing. It's like it's not even just birthday cake. Here's your popcorn that's flavored like birthday cake. Here's your Hershey's that's
Oh,
flavored
you'll see like
birthday
Little
cake.
Debbie's or donuts.
Yes.
They're birthday cake flavored.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I guess what I'm saying, there's nothing special anymore. There's no waiting for anything. I know, here I am. I'm just griping. I'm just going off. It just infuriated me. I'm like, how much birthday cake flavored stuff do we really need? It's
I think at
ridiculous.
Steak and Shake you can get a birthday cake flavored
I
shake.
think you can.
Probably.
I think
Yeah.
you can. I don't know. Did you have anything else, or you guys?
No, now I'm contemplating what I want for my birthday.
Birthday cake flavored something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, brownies.
They have those too. And
now,
fudge.
now it'll be, instead of the cake, it'll be like, what item do you want to taste like cake?
Yeah.
And we can get you that item for your birthday.
And I don't know why birthday cake tastes different than like yellow cake or white cake, but
I don't know.
or chocolate cake. How are those different than birthday cake? But you get some kid just cake flavored pop. I wanted birthday cake flavored. What's the difference?
It is a birthday cake. See, I think those, like when they make a milkshake that tastes like birthday cake, I think it's taking into account all the ingredients of the birthday cake, like the icing, the cake, the sprinkles,
Well, the sprinkles would be the only thing that might be different on a birthday
Well, I
cake.
agree, but
And we've had this discussion before. Do sprinkles add anything to the flavor of the cake?
no,
No.
it's color.
It's just
It's-
decoration.
yeah.
Here's some sprinkles.
It's like the garnish on a cake. Basically, that's what it is.
It is. It is. That's a good. That's a good comparison.
Yeah.
It's the parsley.
Yes.
So
It's
you get
partially on the plate.
get your white cake, and then the waitress walks up. Would you like some sprinkles?
Tell me when to stop.
Yes.
I came home with a little cake for myself with sprinkles all over it. My wife walks up with a knife and scrapes it off. It's not your birthday. Goes over and just flips it into the garbage.
Why are you eating birthday cake? Not on your birthday.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, none of us pick the would you rather for the wrong food, because you might be getting a lot of birthday cake flavor.
You might. Except when you want birthday cake, and then it'll be not.
You'll be oversaturated.
You'll get yellow
with
cake
birthday.
with chocolate.
Yeah.
I like yellow cake. With
I do
chocolate.
too.
I like it better than birthday cake.
Yeah. It is good.
Actually, that was
I
my
could go
birthday
for a
cake.
piece of cake now.
I could too.
But you don't want the birthday cake flavored birthday cake.
No.
You want-
No.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
want something else.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get the Capri Sun guy to come do a birthday
Oh,
cake commercial,
boy.
rubbing the cake and frosting all over his chest.
Get him on a cameo.
There probably is birthday cake flavored Capri Sun.
Got your cake. Let me ice it for you. Oh my gosh. Like, no, stop it. All right. Well, let's go on to what everyone was wanting to know. Is my relationship going to last?
Is it?
This is gonna be tough.
This is going to be tough. So we all have differing amounts of time. That made it sound like we're in prison. We've all been married for different amounts of years. So Mike's been married for a few years. I've been married for a few more, and Greg's been married for a lot of years. So,
Yes. A lot.
so let's see. A Harvard trained psychologist who works with couples says, I've seen relationships quickly go downhill when one or both partners speak to each other with contempt. Contempt is dangerous because
I hold him in
only
contempt of
it only attacks
Held
a
within
person's
contempt of
character.
marriage.
Yeah. Contempt of
Yeah.
It not only attacks a person's character, but it also assumes a position of superiority. So here are 8 phrases or words to listen. They're again, you'll want to write these down. Really pay attention. The first one, you don't deserve me.
You're right.
So there we go. So if you say that to your partner or they say it to you, it says that, here's another example, says, you're lucky that I even put up with you. So that
Really
could be a sign.
Really can grasp the nuance
This
in
could,
that.
could be a sign that your relationship might be headed towards trouble.
A small sign.
A small sign. Says instead say things like, I'm struggling to see you as partners right now. Or I'm viewing you as less valuable than me and I need to work on that.
I'll
Oh
bring
my
my value
Yes.
down to match
I'll tell
yours.
you, I see you as a worthless human being right now. So there's the very first one. Number 2, stop asking if I'm okay. Everything is fine. And then in parentheses, when it isn't. Now, this is passive aggressive language. Keeps partners from talking about their problems in a direct way. Try to say, I'm really upset, but I'm not ready to talk about it. Now, to be fair, my wife asks me this a lot. She'll say, what's wrong? Is something wrong? You seem like something's wrong. I'm like, no, nothing's wrong. No. And there's not. I have what I'll call maybe resting jerk face or resting angry face. I'm not angry, but she says, well, you look angry or you look like you're thinking or you're upset. I
thought you were angry tonight.
I was tonight.
Well, Doug,
You were supposed to be prepared with your wife's question and you blew it.
I was busy baking a birthday cake.
No. You were doing your Capri Sun shoot for the calendar. I forgot.
True. Yeah.
But she does ask me that a lot. She's like, you look like you're thinking, are you upset about something? I'm like, no, pretty soon I am upset. I'm upset because you keep asking me if I'm upset and now I'm upset. So yes, now I'm upset. I'm upset that you're asking me if I'm upset. All right. Number 3. Now this one is really subtle. So you might not pick up on it the first time.
Yeah, I wouldn't have caught this one.
You're pathetic. Now remember, this is a Harvard trained psychologist.
you're pathetic.
You're pathetic. If your loved one, spouse, significant other says you're pathetic, your relationship may be headed down the wrong path. It may be headed to some rocky shores. You're going to have to, you might want to think about, some counseling or something. You should try words instead of pathetic. Maybe try something like miserable, pitiful, wretched. How about that one? Those are all synonyms.
Cinnamon.
Synonyms. I can't even think.
Cinnamon.
Synonyms. Thank you.
No, I said cinnamon.
I know. I want to say cinnamon. It's synonym.
What's another word for cinnamon?
I don't know. I'm not going to get off on that tangent. I almost typed it in. It's like we don't need to know. It does not matter. It says instead of saying you're pathetic, say things like, I don't like how you handled that situation. So I guess if your wife says, I don't like how you handled that situation, you can just substitute you're pathetic in for that.
Yeah. Like, just drop the nuance. We all know what you meant.
Here's another one that you may want to keep your eyes open for.
Yeah, this one was shrouded in mystery.
Yes, it was.
I didn't catch the meaning of this
What
one.
do you mean? If they say this, I'd be confused. I just look at her kind of dumbfounded, like, I don't understand what you're saying. It's, I hate you. Says language that reflects how you feel in a heated, emotional moment, but isn't representative of how you feel in the big picture. So it says they could also say, do they really love me right now? If they said, I hate you last week, you say, it's hard for me to be around you right now. I don't know if that's going to be better for your wife. I mean, it's not quite as hard or harsh, but if you say it's hard for me to be around you right now, still probably isn't going to go well for you. You may just want to just suck it up, push that feeling down into the little box inside your
Yes,
soul.
shove it down.
Shove it down, put on a smile, and just shove it. And they'll say, what's the matter? Are you mad? Nope, I'm not mad.
Yeah.
Okay, number 5.
On that one, I mean, there's not only not that I hate you, but I mean, there's been times we've maybe had a disagreement or something where, she said, I don't want to talk about it right now, and I, need to go cool off or something like that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, maybe I should have taken "I hate you" from it.
Maybe you should.
At that moment, she might have.
Maybe she should have. All right, number 5 on our big number 8 countdown. Number 5. You're a bad parent. So that's never good when you drag your children into your argument. If you got a problem with somebody, you should not drag them into it. It says parents know each other's insecurities. Language that exploits these vulnerabilities isn't just hurtful. It undermines trust by taking someone's weakness and using it to make you look like a better person.
I think that one kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Look at some of the kids.
It says try things like, I think this situation is triggering issues from your past. Oh, that's always better. You're just like your mother.
Yeah.
You sound like your father. That won't ramp it up.
We may have said that before.
We have too. So on both her to me. And
She
me
says
to her.
often I'm like my mom.
Well, you fall down the stairs a lot. So
Well, there's that.
and Steve Harvey talks to you, which is another
Yeah.
thing. Number 6. You're being crazy. This is language that manipulates, twists. Yeah. Language that manipulates or twists reality with the intent of making your partner doubt themselves is called gaslighting. I hate that term so much.
It's
Everybody uses
so
it.
overused.
It is overused.
Oh my goodness.
Says what you should say instead is, I think your response to this situation is making it worse. Because you're crazy. No.
I think your response to that term is really making.
Yes. Try things like you're insane. You're cuckoo. You're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
The asylum called.
Yeah, there we go. Number 7. You're so needy. This says that your partner's annoying, smothering, or generally bothering you. But what if they really are? What if they're smothering you?
With a pillow.
That's later.
You're so needy.
Says that you should say instead, I hear that you want my
A weighted
attention,
blanket.
but I'm feeling suffocated and need some space. That's usually what you tell Lori, isn't it, Greg?
As the weighted blanket's on my face. I can't breathe.
Number 8. If you hear this, your relationship may be in trouble. Maybe. I'm over this. This is like saying
that
I'm
is a
leaving,
Courtney
I'm done.
phrase. Courtney uses that, not about your relationship, obviously.
It's like, uh-oh.
but she just uses that phrase.
She says, I'm over it.
over it. Yeah.
I'm over
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But not about you.
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
That's later. She tells her therapist that. I'm over it.
Maybe some of the forums, but
Mike gets a shirt for his birthday and it just says "it" on it. What is this? Just put it on. Just wear it around.
she's got one that says "I'm over." on
I'm
the
over
back.
it.
Yeah.
No, hers doesn't have the "it."
Oh,
I'm over.
Yeah.
Then he has it.
So it says instead of saying that, say, I'm really upset right now and need to take a moment. Because that's how people really talk in the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
Or we need to have a serious conversation about our relationship.
Well, you don't say.
Oh my goodness. So anyway, that was from a trained,
Wow.
Harvard trained psychologist. So that's not just our
So
opinion.
it's true and it's accurate.
I mean, that stuff would have went way over my head. So I'm glad we kind of got it broken
We try to
down
help
first.
here.
Yeah.
We try to help all the couples in love because we're all about love.
Yes, we are.
All right. Well, that wraps up what I got. I don't know if you guys have anything else that you need to wrap up, you want to talk about.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys, this was a great episode, but I'm going to need some space. Here. I'm going to need some space.
Yeah.
I feel like Greg's smothering us. I constantly talking about his feelings and
I don't like how you handled that situation.
Those were all some good examples for you guys to learn from. We role played there. See how that worked? All right. So all of our Patreon users, make sure to be looking for our Men of Podcasting calendar that will be coming out. It's going to be quite the calendar.
Yeah, we each got to do 4 months.
I know. So you want to make sure you get a good holiday.
Doug wants spring.
Yeah. Well, Mike's got Cupid cornered already. He has the costume.
So he's got
ready to go.
Valentine's.
Oh.
Me in my box.
Strategic. Oh. That's not a Valentine. Okay. All right. Well, I got nothing else. Mike, glad to have you back.
Yeah, good to be back.
All right. Well, hey, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Relax. Take a deep breath. Let it out. And again. Don't get offended about things. Laugh a little bit. Enjoy life. Have a little fun. It's going to be okay. We thank you so much for tuning in and appreciate each and every one of you. If you like the show, make sure to hit the share button. Give us a 5-star rating. Give us a good review. And keep listening. And we hope you're tuning in 7 days. And until then, see ya.
Later.
Peace.
Well, that wraps up another episode. Thanks for listening. Please be sure to subscribe. And you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Save up to $750 on select LG appliances at Lowe's. And get a $300 instant rebate when you buy 3 or more eligible kitchen appliances and floor care items. Shop deals on top items like the stainless steel kitchen suite. Plus, get free delivery when you spend $396 or more. And free installation on items $599 or more. Bring home LG appliances for less at Lowe's today. Backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Exclusions apply. Exact products from qualifying retailers only. See Lowe's.com for details. Offer ends 3/1.